Man, I got this right. My hand up to my bed.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. At their own 21-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing from the outset is Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. John Robinson. 50 yards. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Bears.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This is 2nd and 8.
17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To the air, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here is 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown
From 13 yards out. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Robinson's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33.
19 Tiger, go!
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And looking to throw, Penix. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
2nd down and 6 now. To throw again is Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bears first down.
Here's Williams. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A gain of 20 more yards. And the Bears first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw once more, here's Williams. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Williams. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And got his man complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, Carter?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Bennett. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, Charles, he was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Falcons 28, Bears 6. Bradley Pinion set to
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now Williams throwing to start the drive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot before break. Williams. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze from 3 yards out. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Williams going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's Penix.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 14. Bradley Pinion set to
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To the air, Williams. Open man down the field, that's Burden. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
To throw, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end, Loveland.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's another Bears first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Bears first down.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again.
Pass complete to Loveland.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
26 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Colston Loveland.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing to start the drive, Williams. That's caught, the tight end Loveland with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
16 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. A gain of 16 yards.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Chicago.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw, Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw again is Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
2nd and 17. And the Bears
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To the air, Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll need 5 on this play to move the Sticks.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a screen for Robinson. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
They'll try and throw with Penix. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go now.
That's out quickly to London. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Chill, right on my side as my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Be like take a breath and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. Have you ever out dark hallways? This place I just amazing.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd and 5. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as the tackle made up near the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10. At the 41-yard line.
Ready, break! Here we go, here we go!
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Penix to the air once more. That's complete to the tight end Werner. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Charlie Warner from 6 yards away. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! Luther Burden, 73 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30.
And you know we don't give a fuck if that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need to give me the feeling. I'm gonna have it. Pain to make it.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
20! And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 45 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bears 7. Bradley Pinion set to
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Second down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1. at the 22-yard line.
To the air once more. Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, first down.
Looking to throw, Penix. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Bears' 28.
They'll throw with Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. That's complete to Mooney. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Williams, a final shot before break.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Williams. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready, ready. Shut up. Set go.
Now Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
Here's Penix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop it.
Second and 16 at the 20-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Come on. 60 Maverick. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They are going for it. Penix will try to do it himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Go.
They'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play. good for the Bears. First down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 46-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
He'll get this off to Swift. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But it's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
That's another Bears first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Bears first down.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw, it's Williams. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st down, Chicago.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
To the air, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Williams. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To the air, Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll throw with Penix. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.